Welcome to Musical Chairs, where we talk to student artists about their performing experiences. I'm July, and in the chair today is Keelyn Anderson, the lead singer for indie pop rock band Very Last Resort. She's here to share what it's like to write, record, and perform songs for an emerging band. When the music stops, find a chair and sit down with us to talk with the person behind the song. Keelyn, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
We are very happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
I want to congratulate you on your first album, Make Believe and Made for Me. It was very good. I listened to it.
Thank you.
But what was like the process like? Like, how could you walk us through what it was like making the album, I guess?
Yeah, so definitely started with a lot of just rehearsals and shows and not even like really thinking about making an album yet. Like when I first joined the band, just kind of doing what we do. And then there was some talk about recording a few songs and making like a small EP. And then we eventually decided that we have enough material to record a full-length album.
Wow.
So we reached out to Ian's family friend who has a recording studio in his basement, and we got set up there and started recording. Originally, our first couple sessions were going pretty well and things were moving pretty fast, and so we thought we could probably have this done in a couple weeks after we first started. But then it took like 3-4 more months of like recording, going in when we can. I'd say vocals definitely took the longest just because it's such a tedious process, and I myself am very particular about how I want things to sound.
That's fair.
But yeah, definitely a long process, but very worth it.
How many like sessions do you think you had recording?
Probably upwards of 30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And like length?
Most of them were 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
Our drumming day was like all day though.
Oh.
It was a long one. But vocals, it was usually 2 to 3 hours just because it gets tiring pretty quick.
What about like writing the songs? Like, who would you say is responsible for writing and arranging a lot of the music? Like, is it a band process, like all of you, or are there like people in particular?
I'd say Ian Crittenden is our kind of lead songwriter. He does a lot of like the bass guitar ideas and a lot of the vocal writing. And then drums and bass and lead guitar kind of comes with rehearsal with the rest of the band to bring the whole thing together. But like, he brings a lot of our like ideas for songs.
Okay. Like jam sessions?
Yeah,
okay.
Stuff like that.
All right. Have you gotten many chances to perform like after your album release? I know I watched a couple of your shows like before the album came out, but I remember you talked about how at least one member's at college right now.
Yeah, Houston Johnson is our lead guitarist, and he is at college right now. So it's definitely been harder to get shows since our album has come out. Right now we're gonna participate in a Jam and Java Battle of the Bands in January. So that's our first gig coming up, and then we're looking at a couple longer ones towards the end of January, but those are still kind of in the works.
Yeah. Jam and Java in Vienna?
Yes, I think so, yeah.
I've been.
Yeah.
So what has performing music done for you? Like, do you feel like you've changed as you've started to perform more and like kind of put your ideas out there?
Yeah, definitely. I actually wrote my personal statement for college, for my college applications about this band and how much it's changed me. Since like probably 7th grade when I was doing guitar for the first time, I've always had like really intense performance anxiety, and I've always been really, really just scared to go in front of people and like do things like that, especially with singing or anything solo. And since like my first performance with this band, it's just felt so different and like so much easier because I feel like everybody has my back and I have their back, and it's really like a really beautiful thing to be so connected with these people through music that we all love, and it's definitely made me so much more comfortable on stage, and I think my stage presence has gotten a lot better, and I just feel so comfortable in front of people now that I've been a part of this band, because it's like one of my favorite things to do now. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine. I'd say I still have pretty bad performance anxiety. I started playing sophomore year, so I'm still kind of, getting through the works. Have you had any I guess performance incidents? Like any performances gone wrong?
I wouldn't say any have gone wrong. There have been some with their technical difficulties and stuff like that. I'd say that a time I can think of where something was going wrong was we were playing in this little amphitheater outside, and the police showed up.
Oh.
And they were like, hey, y'all gotta be quieter or something. And so then that was kind of nerve-wracking and maybe threw off the rest of the performance a little bit, just because we were all a little worried about it.
Yeah,
but
probably shaken up.
yeah, a little bit.
And probably the police came up to you and you were embarrassed and your face flushed and you were red all over or something.
You don't say. Maybe a little bit.
What do you enjoy most about being a part of Very Last Resort?
I'd say just getting to play and sing my favorite genre of music. I love indie rock music. It's definitely my favorite. And I think it's just getting to pick what I want to play. With musical theater and guitar and stuff, it's more you perform and you play what you're given.
Yeah.
But for this, it's we all have a say. We'll go around every once in a while and everybody chooses a cover they really want to play, and I love singing all of them. And I love this kind of music, and I love getting to sing it. So
Yeah, it's great. Do you have a favorite cover you've done?
probably Still Into You by Paramore.
Yeah,
One of my
that's a good
favorites.
one.
Yeah.
I can tell you're big on Paramore.
Yeah.
And I guess on the other hand, what's been the hardest part of being in Very Last Resort?
Oh my God. Trying to plan things with 4 dudes is an impossible task. Getting rehearsals together is so hard. Planning set lists is hard. It's just it's such it's probably the hardest part about being, it's not even the music or the vocal difficulty of some of these songs is insane, but just getting together and planning, especially now that Houston is in college, it's just,
Yeah.
it's so much harder.
Yeah, that makes sense. As I used to be almost the friend group planner for some of my friend groups, and it's the worst. And people just don't respond. And then what would you say to people who want to start a band but are nervous about putting out their music?
Nervous about starting a band or nervous about recording and releasing music?
Kind of either recording and releasing music or even just performing songs of their own.
I would say, honestly, I would just say go for it. People are so supportive, and it's also just such a fun experience. And then getting to share it, once you put it out there, it's really even if you're nervous about it, I'd say it's really, really worth it. And you'll end up feeling so proud of yourself and what you've accomplished. I'd just say go for it. Don't really worry about what people are gonna think or anything, because we're just a tiny little speck of dust in the universe, really. But yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for joining us, Keelyn. Is there anything you want to plug or share, have people go check out before you leave?
I'd say check out our website, verylastresort.com. There's some cool stuff on there.
All right. Thank you for listening to Musical Chairs, and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, ding ding, so you never miss an episode. Tune in next time for our next interview of a student artist.
I have my doubts.
No, no,